Imagine this. You've just finished crafting a piece of music that's a true reflection of your creativity. You've got the lyrics, the melody, and the vocals. Everything's ready. But there's one problem. Your music, which was generated with the help of AI tools, gets rejected by a major music distributor. Even though you followed the platform's guidelines, dotted all the I's and crossed the T's, your track still doesn't make the cut. So, what's going on here? Why are AI-generated tracks getting turned away? Is there a real future for artists like you who are using these cutting-edge technologies to create music? The rise of AI music platforms like Suno AI has opened up new possibilities for artists. You can write lyrics, create instrumentals, and even generate vocals without a traditional recording setup. It's a game changer. But with this technological leap comes a web of challenges, especially when it comes to distributing and monetizing your AI creations. How do you navigate the tension between artistic freedom and the policies of traditional music distributors? How can you protect your work while using AI to push the boundaries of music creation? These are the questions we're tackling today as we dive into the world of AI-generated music, the obstacles it faces in getting out into the world, and the steps you can take to ensure your creativity isn't held back. Welcome to Punish Radio. I'm your host, Lily Sophia Davies. Let's talk music. Today, we're diving into a really interesting topic that's been making waves in the music industry lately: AI-generated music and the challenges artists are facing when it comes to distributing and monetizing their creations. Now, with all the advancements in technology, platforms like Suno AI are giving us new ways to be creative. You can now generate music, lyrics, and even vocals without needing a big, expensive recording setup. It's pretty amazing, right? But here's the thing. With all this new technology, there are some challenges too, especially when it comes to getting that music out there and making money from it. I recently ran into one of these challenges myself. 2 of my songs, where I wrote the lyrics and the music was generated using Suno AI, got rejected by a major music distributor. I thought, hey, if Suno AI says I can monetize the music, this should be straightforward. But that wasn't the case. The distributor rejected the songs, and it got me thinking about the disconnect between AI tools and the policies of distribution platforms. So today, I want to break it down and talk about the policies of some of the top music distributors when it comes to AI-generated content, why these conflicts are happening, and how we as artists can navigate this landscape. First up, let's talk about some of the policies from popular distributors and what they say about AI-generated music. DistroKid. They're pretty clear about it. They allow AI-generated music as long as the uploader owns or has rights to everything in the track: music, lyrics, vocals. But they also make it clear that the content needs to be original. If there's a risk of copyright infringement, they might reject the submission. SoundCloud. SoundCloud allows AI-generated content, but they do require you to make sure your work complies with copyright laws. If there's a resemblance to existing works, or if there's a dispute about ownership, your track might get taken down. CD Baby. CD Baby has a similar stance. They're okay with AI-generated music as long as the artist has full ownership or the right licenses for all the parts of the track. Intellectual property compliance is key here. TuneCore and others. Platforms like TuneCore and Amuse follow similar guidelines. They're really focusing on ownership and copyright compliance. Again, AI-generated music is fine, but distributors are cautious when it comes to potential legal issues. So, where's the disconnect? Well, the issue seems to lie in the AI platforms themselves. For example, Suno AI's policy states that users own and can monetize their generated creations. This sounds empowering, right? But here's the catch. Many AI platforms train their models using copyrighted material, sometimes without explicit licenses. This raises the question: can the music created by AI really be free from third-party claims? Distributors are understandably cautious. They don't want to risk any legal fallout from disputes over ownership, even if the creator has full intentions of following the rules. So, they might reject AI-generated tracks to avoid any potential issues. Remedies for artists. Now, if you're facing these kinds of challenges, don't worry. There are ways to navigate through them. Clarify ownership and rights. First, make sure you have a clear statement from your AI platform. like Suno AI, confirming that you own the rights to your creation and that you can monetize it. You also want to check that the platform's training data doesn't infringe on any existing copyrights, or if it does, that they have licenses for commercial use. Communicate with distributors. If your track gets rejected, don't hesitate to reach out. Ask for feedback on why your song was turned away. You can also provide supporting documents from the AI platform showing that you have the rights to the content, and then resubmit your track. Modify your content. You might want to consider tweaking your AI-generated music or vocals a bit to make them more unique. This can help reduce the chance of it resembling something already out there. Consider alternative distribution channels. If the traditional platforms are being too restrictive, consider using alternatives like Bandcamp or Patreon, which tend to be a bit more flexible with AI-generated content. You could also self-distribute through your own website or social media channels. Stay informed on legal developments. The legal landscape for AI-generated music is still evolving, so keep an eye on news about industry updates and legal cases that might impact your ability to distribute your music. Explore legal protections. If you're really serious about protecting your work, you could register your songs with copyright offices or performance rights organizations. Consulting a legal expert might also be a good idea to make sure you're fully covered. Preventing future rejections. Want to avoid rejection in the future? Here are a few quick tips. Label your submissions clearly. Let the distributor know exactly how you created the track. For example, you could write lyrics by your name, music and vocals generated using Suno AI. Tailor your content. Align your creations with the distributor's policies and avoid anything that might trigger a copyright concern. Conclusion. So, what does all this mean for artists working with AI-generated music? Well, the space is still developing, and the policies are still catching up. AI tools like Suno AI are opening up new creative possibilities, but getting your music distributed and monetized requires a little extra care and planning. By understanding the requirements of the platforms, staying on top of potential conflicts, and keeping up with legal developments, you can make sure your music reaches the right audience. It might be a bumpy road, but with persistence and a bit of adaptation, the opportunities are endless. All right, that's it for today's episode. If you're working with AI-generated music, I hope this helped clear up some of the confusion and gave you some tips on how to navigate the world of distribution. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time. And that wraps up today's episode. If you found this conversation helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to show your support. Hit that like button, follow the show, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. As always, I'm so grateful to have you here with us on this journey through the ever-evolving world of music. Until next time, this is Lily Sophia Davies for Punish Radio, saying, keep creating, stay inspired, and let's talk music again soon.
You can reach us at punishstudios.com. Have a terrific day.